Boys have a penis, girls have a vagina.
Fatphobic people out there, even in the queer community. I was a go-go dancer at a pride party, and the amount of money that I made versus the amount of money that the thin people made was not the same. Sometimes people don't even feel comfortable like putting the money in my underwear, but people are like really awkward with like, should I touch you? Should I? And I see them fully touching other people. So those are little reminders that people still have a lot of work to do around their family.
The fact that you can't even stand on your own for a few minutes without using a chair should signal to you that you need to get some help. But of course, in the Western world where everyone wants to complain about everything because apparently improving yourself is seen as self-hating and looking after your body means you actually don't love yourself, these people would rather complain to the consumers who can spend their money the way they want to, while at the same time being also the same people to advocate for body autonomy while they complain that people are engaging in the very thing that they claim they advocate for, which is bodily autonomy and using their money the way they want to use their money. Rather than actually going to the gym, working out and bettering yourself, you come online as per usual and complain about it.
If I'm in this grass, surely that's okay, right?
No, because your crowd won't be.
Well, I can't control the crowd, right?
Right, but we can control where you are. And
Okay.
that's right now blocking traffic, and that's the one thing you can't do.
All right, well, I'm not blocking traffic, so.
You're responsible for the crowd as well.
Yeah.
I don't believe I am.
That's not how it works.
Well, I mean, it kind of is, right? Because this is a public university and I'm on public property.
It's the fact that they hate the very message that you propagate. So what they need to do is they need to control you.
So a mother can abort her baby if she doesn't want the responsibility, but a father will go to prison if he doesn't want the responsibility. Interesting.
The only reason a woman would want like a charismatic man is because she feels like she's not interesting enough on her own. The only reason a woman would want a taller man is because she doesn't want to be the more physically dominant one in the relationship because she's insecure in her femininity. The only reason a woman would want a man with money is because she wants to be infantilized and doesn't take the responsibility to pay for her own shit. The only reason a woman would want a man with stability is she's too scared to face an uncertain lifestyle. The only reason a woman wants an emotionally available and mature man is she doesn't feel like she has the emotional intelligence to deal with somebody who's guarded and damaged. The only reason a woman would reject a man with a series of failed, desperate, broken-hearted relationships in his past is because she doesn't feel like she can compete with all the women he's already been with. It has nothing to do with him. The only reason a woman would want a traditional relationship is because she doesn't see a man as like an actual person. She sees him as a bank and a provider. Like, what is he, your dad? Even on a first date, like the only reason a woman would want a man to approach her is because she's scared. You gotta be careful. A lot of these women are very poisonously feminine, pretending that like being there for you physically, emotionally, mentally, supporting you, supporting your household, having your children, doing chores, and like taking care of domestic work is somehow going to abdicate them from the responsibility of paying for their own stuff.
And for the people who don't understand sarcasm, that's exactly what he was engaging in this video, and he was just showing the double standard of how relationships go right now.
Hate speech should be illegal.
Why?
Because it's like wrong. Like you shouldn't be like discriminating against people, right? Isn't that what it's about?
Basically what she just said is she wants to have the power to control other people's speech, and she wants her group to have the monopoly on what's considered hate speech, because what in the blue hell is hate speech and who defines what is hate speech? And according to them, the things that are hate speech is the things that don't make them feel good.
My take is that there's a certain point in which even if you accidentally misgender me, it is still intentional, because the fact that you as a cis person have not done the work to deconstruct how you are viewing trans bodies shows where your true intentions lie, and they are not in the favor of trans folk.
The irony of this video is this person is engaging in the very thing he's complaining about. Unless you ask a cis person what their gender is, you wouldn't have any idea whether they're a cis person or not, so you're also misgendering them.
Stop that shit, bro. Stop, bro. You can just clean it up. Just clean it. That's what you do.
So my ex-boyfriend came around yesterday and we rekindled some old memories. Problem is, my current boyfriend, the love of my life, is due home today. He's been away at a family funeral and I have some explaining to do. And I generally feel really bad because I know he's having a really rough time at the minute, but it's not been easy on me either. And I don't know how to explain this, and I don't want to upset him, I don't want to break his heart, I don't want him to break up with me. But I need him to realise that everyone makes mistakes and it probably will never happen again. I think I just want to save the hurt and just tell him a little white lie, like, I don't know right now. I feel really awful. A woman's got needs too, like men do it all the time. Such a bad time for it to happen.
Before we get back into the video, I need everyone to turn on their post notifications so that you get notified whenever one of my videos come out. Like the video as much as possible, subscribe to the YouTube channel, and follow me on Twitter at YinkaThatGuy. Let us get back into the video.
If my partner slept with someone else and told me about it, I would still be in a relationship with them. Move. Really? Wow. Okay. I wasn't expecting that.
We're polyamorous.
So we date lots of people and know all our partners.
You know all your partners?
Yeah.
Do you like her partners?
I do, yeah.
Do you like his partners?
Yeah.
What would you do if you didn't like one of his partners?
I feel like it depends why, what makes me not like them.
Are you straight?
No.
Well, okay. Well, that changes the question. But, like, let's say she was just a bad person and mean to him.
I would probably talk to him about it, be like, this doesn't seem good.
And what if you didn't like one of her partners in particular? Would you tell her?
My personal philosophy on that is I try to respect all my partners to make their own decisions, and as long as I trust my partners to, know what's best for them. So
I'm telling you right now, just like all of the other confusion that's going on in the world right now, or in the Western world right now, why do these people always have a certain look? And I've never seen a polygamous couple that actually look good and look like they've showered.
If a man says to you that a woman is crazy or difficult, ask him, what bad thing did you do to her?
I always question a man who says, oh, I have a crazy ex, or, oh, yo, she's just crazy. No, sweetie, my question is, what did you do to make her crazy?
Ah, yes, it's the man's fault because responsible adults aren't responsible for their own actions. It must have been someone else that did it to them.
How are you doing?
I'm good.
Please don't touch me. Please don't touch me.
I apologize for touching you, but please feel free to leave.
What's my name?
I said you can go.
Did you just assume my pronouns?
I'm not going to argue with you. I didn't say a
I'm
pronoun.
very disrespected that you just assume my pronouns.
I asked you to please leave my volunteers alone.
Can you please call me they, them?
Please leave my volunteers alone.
Stop calling me a he.
Please leave my volunteers alone.
Just
please leave
say,
my volunteers alone.
Just say they, them. Please leave me alone.
Leave my volunteers alone.
I don't really mind talking to you.
No, it's not okay.
I'm just asking questions.
I understand you can ask questions to people who actually want to talk to you.
Okay. Do you want to talk?
No, please leave.
Currently I have a 0%. You just interrupted my interview. I'm a little upset about it. And you assume my pronouns. All right, let's keep going. She's a little bit of a Karen. But I don't want my cover to get blown too soon, so.
This is what happens when you become a part of the woke community. Even though the man clearly said he doesn't mind talking with him, of course, the people who advocate for free speech and allowing people to do what they want are the same people who will shut down another person, which will completely go against what they believe in, controlling someone else, while they're the same people who complain about people controlling people. Make it make sense.
If women make up about 51% of the U.S. population, why are women considered minorities?
I have no idea. It sounds like a stupid thing, honestly.
I think minorities has to do with less of the population and more of who they feel like is being heard.
They're picking certain people because they already know that they can get that voice and they can use that as propaganda. That's all that really is. I mean, matter of fact, I just got done reading a book about how if you really want somebody to speak up for the voiceless, it can't be the person that's voiceless. It has to be somebody who has a voice that can speak up for that voiceless person, right? So
with men, they dismissed our problems a long time ago because they've been dealing with the women's rights since the early 1900s. So it's more newer than that because men kind of been in power for such a long time.
It's really just made up propaganda to control the masses, and unfortunately women have fallen for it because they want to be perpetual victims, but also claim simultaneously that they're strong, independent women. Make it make sense.
If you touch me or anything, I think I'll scream.
Come on, stop this.
Why do you look for him, man?
Oh, I can bear almost anything as long as he has clean teeth. I look for kindness and sincerity most of all. I think personality, warmth and affection for children are the main things.
I don't know really. Physique, interest.
Do you think looks are important?
Sometimes it all depends on the man.
What about money?
Money's not important.
Would you marry an ugly man?
I've married one.
What's your craziest confession?
This guy's 20 minutes after I his best friend.
Okay.
Where's your dad? Where's your
I cheated on my boyfriend with a guy I told him not to worry about.
Should he have any control over what you wear when you go out?
Oh, hell no. No.
And this is what they call progressivism, going from the first video to the second video, and apparently we have improved as a society.
This is what we're not going to do. The cis people have been getting what they want for forever. If you want to call chest feeding breastfeeding, I don't give two shits. But on my platform, where I want to make people from the alphabet mafia more comfortable because I am a part of the LGBTQ plus community, I'm going to continue to say chest feeding. We live in a society where the word breast has been over-sexualized by the men, by the cis men. So for a lot of us, chest feeding just feels less sexualized. But again, there are those who are non-binary and those who go by other pronouns who feel more comfortable with the word chest feeding. I don't give two shits. I don't give two shits. Not one fucking shit. None. I don't give no fucks, no shits about cis women being offended by chest feeding. I'm not fucking doing it. I'm not fucking doing it. I'm not fucking doing it. I'm not doing it. I don't care.
Rainbow colored hair are part of the ABCD community and says nonsense. I am not surprised.
Thank you. Thank you.
Everything okay? No. Are you mad? You okay?
No, he's not mad. No, he is.
You're mad?
Yeah.
That's okay. You know what the cool thing about it in America is? Free speech isn't the speech you like. Nice stuff's not what needs to be protected. It's the stuff that you hate that needs protection, so that somebody like the government or you doesn't get to decide what everybody else gets to hear. Okay? And you're more than welcome to disagree and write an act and get on stage and sell out like I just did. You know? But
people want to be really offended in today's world because they've been taught to be offended by everything that doesn't go with what they believe in. There are many countries out there that would follow what you believe in of censoring people, and you guys should go and live there. But of course you don't. You stay in America and you continuously complain about the environment that you're in.
Got gender reaffirming surgery. Here's a honest update. Do I regret it? Short answer is yes. Don't get me wrong, I got it done twice. It looks Barbie. Why do I regret it? Well, because I will never be able to live a normal life. After the surgery, you have to start dilating to keep the space they gave you. You start from doing it 4 times a day to once a week for the rest of your life. I was fine with that. See, the problem is I had major complications, and now for some reason I need to do it every single day. Now, obviously I've had relations, and girls, we all know guys don't know what to do. So it's not really worth it to me. The problem is I cannot stop. If I stop, it's going to close up and create a bubble, and that bubble could literally create an infection that could... The two options here are I dilate for the rest of my life, or I get it removed surgically. Surgery goes for $70,000, and I don't want to go through that again, so I guess I'm dilating.
Thank you very much, Adia, for sharing your story, especially during a month where that's what we should be doing.
Hi, what is the non-binary version of a queen or a king? Am I a queen? Am I a king? Am I a key? Am I a quee? Or am I just your majesty? Anyway, let me know.
You just said a bunch of mumbo jumbo that made absolutely no sense. And I'm really not surprised. Just by the haircut, I could tell that there was about to be a bunch of nonsense I was going to follow from your mouth.
Alright, I'm ready for all the hate comments, but if you're a cisgender person and you don't want to date a trans person just because of the fact that they're trans, you're transphobic, my friend.
Ah, yes, being labeled a certain thing because of my preferences. Very interesting.
Y'all, I know not everything is about race, but dark chocolate nut, almond.